In the next tutorial, we're going to learn how to use make a component and make a group and look at their differences and when to use them. So in the last tutorial, we learned how to measure out this little room here. This time I've created 4 other rooms and I haven't yet attached them. First of all, I'm going to pick up this room here and move it up against this room here. Like that. Let's just move out a little bit. Now I'm going to deselect it, and I'm not very happy with its placing, so I'm going to pick it up again, and what happens is it picks up the whole 2 rooms, where if I now try to pick up this room on its own, where if I try to pick up a segment of the room, it starts to disform. Let's just look at what happened there. So how do we get around this? So the best thing to do is to click on the shape that you want to create into a group, and then press group, and then we'll make this into a group. I've made these other ones already into groups, and you can pick them up separately and you can move them around. We can also rotate them. But the good thing about this also is that when we place this room up against another room, we can still pick it up later, like that. The other thing that we can do is we can also keep on drawing onto the shapes. We can add features. So let's just put a door frame in. So let's just have a little look at what the measurements of this door was here. 76 wide and 198 tall. So let's put that measurement onto this object here. So 198 tall. I think I want the door here somewhere. So off this line here, 76. Let's just see if that looks okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And now I can draw this out, push that through on edge, and then it's created a little door frame. The great thing also is that I can use the rotate button, making sure that I've selected the whole room. I can use the rotate button and turn this 180 degrees. Then using the arrow keys, I can line it up with this room here. I can also map out this door here and then draw a new rectangle and push it through so that both rooms align. I can also double click on this room and move it away, for some reason. And that's the advantage of making a group. So first of all, I'm going to delete the guides. So I'm going to start to make a little bit of furniture, I think. So I'm going to make a little square, zoom in a little bit, see how big this is. 40 by 40. Delete these extra parts. Raise this up a little bit to 5. Measure a back panel out. 40. Starting to look like a chair. Flip to the bottom. Again, I'll just quickly do some measurements. And then pull these legs out a little bit. Rotate around. So that's my little chair that I've made. Now I'm going to delete the guides and I'm going to copy it by going to Edit, Copy, Paste. And I'm going to make these into groups first. Then I can move these chairs into different parts of the building. Let's now have a little look at make component. So I'm going to make a little table to go with the chairs. Measure this out. I'm going to make it, I think, 120 centimeters long and maybe 80 centimeters wide, and then draw that new shape out. Delete these areas. Raise this little table to about 7. And draw some legs. And I'm just going to make these legs to about 65. At the moment the table's upside down, but if I double click on everything, I can use the rotate button to turn the table the right way up and then lift it up. So let's say I made another one of these and I copied it and put it here, and I was not happy with the design and I wanted to change it. I'd have to change every single one until I was happy. But if we just go back and then make this one a component, call it test1, get rid of this one, copy this one, and let's just say that we want to change something on this table. Not sure what yet. Let's just think about what it would be. I'm going to just change that surface so it was we're going to change that surface so it was a little bit smaller. So let's just take off 3 centimeters. Can you see that every single one, if I were to pull this out, it would change every one of them. So let's just look at that again. Because this here is a component, it changes every single one. I can now pick up this table and put it in this room. If I double click it so it looks like this and all of them turn blue, I can move them around, where if I just select one, I can move it around independently.